open this. Take out some of our chicken. Take out all of our chicken. Take out the charcoal. 30, no, lots of charcoal. Lovely. And now we're going to go and hunt creatures. So a rock has spawned. This happens periodically. The resources that you gather will reappear. We're going to get out our hatchet. Gather some of this. Every time you see a resource, just gather from it. You've got, in the early stages of the game, you're going to need all of these materials. So I'd recommend you gather as much as you can. Stone, really important early on, becomes almost totally redundant later on. We're going to need 15 of them for the next thing we're going to do. In total, once you've got about 30, you've probably got enough to keep you going for a fair while. As you can hear, radiation is increasing. See, the sky has turned a funny fuzzy colour. It's just another indication that you're in a radiation-y area. Our rads are increasing. We're going to let them get up to the critical point so you can see what happens. Right now, I'm going to take aim and I'm going to shoot this deer. Pow! Yeah! Ah, down in one. Down in a oneer. Easy. Bit of a strange clipping issue with the arrow. Arrows seem to stay in exactly the same place once it hit the deer. But that's it. Right, so we can gather from this deer. The deer that was too fast, too elusive for us earlier, no longer elusive now. Considerably more materials from a deer. Not quite so much for raw chicken breast, but you get a lot of animal fat, which you use to turn into the low-grade fuel. A lot of cloth, among other things. No blood. You used to get blood. Maybe they've changed blood. I think they've changed blood. You no longer get it from animals. I think you only get it from yourself, which is interesting, because it's an integral part of... There's more of them now. And now it's just a naked man building... What are you doing? I'm running around with my cock out and a bow. Yeah, I've got a bandage. There you go. On the floor. Yeah. Carry some bandages, you noob. I haven't got any bandages now, but as I'm not a noob, I'm going to build some more. Crafting menu. Medical. Bandages. Craft. Takes 30 seconds to do. Ugh. Don't be a Zen. Make bandages. Carry bandages. Poor Zen. And to think we named a valley after him. Yeah, well, no one else was coming up with a name for it. Don't tell them that. This is all going in the tutorial, by the way. I'm going to shoot you in the cock. How much damage does this do you? That arrow's sticking out your leg. Look at his leg! Zen, look at his leg. It's in my neck. The arrow is lodged in my neck on your screen. Great, send that to me so I can show my the people I'm trying to show this guy. Right, Zen, have you got full health yet? Can I shoot you in the cock? I'm not waiting for permission.
Oh, no, I've got 24.
I'm awful. Monkey's being chased by a wolf. Well, he can deal with that gun. You can search his body and look at spike wall stuff. He's got a flare. What's he brought a flare for? Why has Zen got a flare on him? I'm sorry. I wanted to see what happened if I shot him in the cock. I forgot that bows did a lot of damage. I'll leave now.
Speed up the boring bits.
The monkey's just upset because I shot him in the leg.
Speed up the boring bits.
I have to apologise to these people. Felt nice though. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to run up to this rock and well, bugger it. I don't need to get the rads up to show you what happens. Rads, when they hit 500, you start taking radiation damage. You can't die from radiation damage, but you also can't heal when you're taking damage. all of the healing in this game, any item you use to heal, heals you gradually. It only heals you 3 health points per tick, and a tick is every couple of seconds. You can see, you know, I'm losing food faster now because it's getting to night time and it's cold, and rads, they're all going down. Terrible stuff. Rads are going down because your radiation moves towards a point of how radiated the area is. So if the area is only about 110 radiation, you'll go towards that. If you're lower than it, you'll go up to it slowly. If you're higher than it, you'll go down to it. So the closer we get to the higher concentrated patch of radiation over here, the faster you'll see my rads increase. All the way up until we get right into it, because I know just behind these rocks is where the radiation area is. The sky goes really fuzzy. The Geiger counter goes completely nuts. Zen starts begging for an airdrop because I shot him in the cock. That's not happening. That's not not the kind of server we are, Zen. Radiation's going sky high. It's going to hit 500 soon. There we go. Here we go. There we are. Radiation! Big yellow sign saying radiation. Oh no. What are we going to do? We're losing health. Radiation will continue to do us damage even when we run out of the radiation area until radiation starts dropping down to below 500. So, the good thing is we have some food that is going to take radiation down. We're going to use that can of tuna and boom, radiation is low enough that we're okay again. Alright, so what we're going to look for is more animals because we want to now build clothes. We can hunt animals now. We can hunt bears and wolves. You still have to be careful with bears and wolves because they can still do you a fairly large amount of damage. And if you're not as good at shooting as I'm quite used to shooting the bow already. I know roughly where the middle of my screen is. I'm sure people know roughly where the middle of their screen is, but it's actually quite surprising. Who is that? Oh, it's bloody monkey again. I'm going to shoot this deer. Bang. The middle of my screen seems to be above the number 3. I think 3 is in the middle. So it's about here. I'm going to try and long shot that deer over there. Just to the right of it. Maybe down a bit and to the right. There we go. What a cracking shot I am. I'm going to gather this. Hopefully get a bit more cloth. I'm going to try and gather enough cloth to start making myself some clothes. Just gather off this other deer over here. And we're going to run back to the old house and try building ourselves some clothes.
Speed up the boring bits.
Okay, so we're back at the workbench. Hit tab to open up the menu. We've got 29 cloth. That should be enough for some clothes right now. And here we go. In the menu, armor, cloth helmet, cloth vest, cloth pants, and cloth boots. You can see they give you varying statistics. Defense against bullets, melee, explosion, radiation, which this doesn't do, and cold. So the best one overall is the cloth vest. I'm going to craft that first. Usually takes 30 seconds. With the workbench just 10. Takes 10 of our cloth. Fortunately, not all of the items take 10 cloth, so we should be able to build a full set of cloth armor. I'm going to get our helmet next. That only uses 5. I think the pants and the boots also use only 5. So we should get a full set. Drag this over to the chest section, and there we go. Oh no, they use 8 each, by the looks of things. 8 for the pants. We're still cold, so we do need more armor on. Well, the pants are going to give us 5 resistance to the cold. It's also going to put our cock away, and that's enough. So you need 20 cold resistance to no longer be cold from the outdoors. And the boots only use 3 cloth, so we've got enough cloth. That's great. Just finish crafting this. And there we go. A full set of cloth armor, guys. We've got 33 resistance to bullets, 33 resistance to melee, 20 resistance to explosions, 25 resistance to the cold, and no resistance to radiation. You do get equipment that gives you radiation resistance, but we're not wearing it yet because we can't make it, and we haven't found any. So these are all the things. This is all the stuff. What are we going to do next? I want to show you how this game works. With strings and staples and shoes, apparently. But yeah.